Check out this 2-pack of hat cleaners, right? So you put your hat in there and you can wash your hat. And the problem that I always have washing my hats is they collapse and then the front gets all messed up and then I just get frustrated with them and usually don't wear them anymore. But if it's a nice hat that you really want to keep in good condition and you want to just get it clean, this is supposed to work great. So I'm going to go ahead and take these apart. It's actually a 2-pack and they are zip tied on. So I'm going to snip these zip ties real quick and then we're going to take a look at how these open up and store a hat. So look at there, 2 snips and you're good to go. So we'll put the second one back there, but basically you just pop these things open and you know, they're plastic. They're not, I'm not going to say they're flimsy, but they're easy to bend and move. So when you want to pop them apart, you just come over here and pop them out. So now you've got this like, you know, cage. It's a fitted cage. So I'm going to go get a hat real quick and I'm going to set it in here and close it so you can see just how this is going to hold that and why we're doing this. All right, so I got 2 hats here. This is our branded hat that is for our ranch, SeidelRanch, and what you see here, see this kind of color fade here? Well, that's because I've been wearing it and, you know, you're sweating or whatever and the oils from your head, they start to kind of soak into the hat. And you can clean this, but if I throw this into a washing machine or, you know, set it on the top rack of your dishwasher, whatever, without some kind of structure, they're going to end up like this. And this is a cat hat that I got when I bought a piece of equipment. And, you know, it was a good hat. I wore it and it did well. But anyways, it's even reinforced. As you can see, it's got a nice lining. It's not a cheapy hat. But when you wash these things, they just don't hold. I mean, this used to hold really nice like this. And then now it won't hold at all, mainly because, you know, it's been flopping around in a washer and dryer. But if it would have been in one of these and protected, when you would go to close this, it would somewhat keep its form. And that's usually all it needs, is to keep its form, because you're not only washing it, but if it starts getting hot in there, I mean, you're basically steaming it. So it should be able to hold its form quite well instead of getting all crazy like this. I'm going to put this hat now in there and close it. And from what I've seen before with these, it's going to come out still holding its structure and it's going to do really well. Now, I don't know about the colors and stuff. That's all based upon how you wash it, but these are supposed to keep it and hold its structure and keep you from ending up with a hat, you know, that never fits right anymore like this. So now what I'm going to do is I've got these hats both in this container since I have 2 of them. So I'm going to wash one that just needs to be washed, that's never been washed before, still has its form. Then I'm going to wash this other one that has been washed before and it's lost its form, and I'm going to see if this will help it get its form back. So these are now clean hats. So this is what I found from this. One, it didn't correct this hat. You can see it still has some of these wrinkles in it, but it probably will over time help to correct it, because when you wash it and it just gets squished, you know, it just reinforces the wrinkles in it. But in this case, it's now going to be getting the support it needs to try to straighten out, you know, and this is just a work hat anyway. So I'll see if I can continue to wash this and get that out. The key here though is the new hat that has never been washed and crushed and everything in the washer did get washed and did not lose any of its structure. You can tell back here that the mesh got washed, and you know, this stuff really just stretches over your head anyway. But the front of this hat, the structure of this hat is still perfect. So here they are out. And like I said, you can see here that this has got all the structure in it that it would normally have. Nothing messed up here in the back. Now it did fade a little bit, but that's a color issue, not this issue. So that's good. I was expecting that to fade anyway. And this one though, even though it didn't get rid of this crease that's there and, you know, some of the structure issues it's had from being squished in the washer, this hat actually will stand up on its own now though. Before it wouldn't even do that. It would just kind of crush down and want to stay flat. So I think if I keep washing this hat using these, you know, structure pieces here, that it will eventually get this to work back into a normal hat. But anyways, yes, the day of me just throwing hats in the washer and getting them washed is over. Definitely going to be using these every time that I need to wash a hat, especially if it's a hat that I even care about. If it's just a really simple floppy hat with no structure to it at all anyway, that might just go in. But any of these hats that are supposed to be like trucker hats or have structure in the front are definitely going to go in these washing cages here. All right, well, I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.